You're wanting to move to Texas, but you've heard the phrase, "Don't California my Texas." We're here to tell you all of the unwritten rules of the road and how to prepare you so that you can start driving like a Texan from day one.
Let's get started. I'm Holly Haven.
And I'm Andy Haven.
And we are your North Texas no-filter realtors here to help you not just move to Texas, but become a Texan. Okay, Andy, I mentioned we drive fast. How fast?
So we do actually have the fastest highway in America with top speeds of 85 miles per hour.
Yeah, I mean, most of us drive at least 85, even in a 70.
For sure.
Which is why the Dallas North Tollway is referred to as the Autobahn on a pretty regular basis.
Oh yeah, you're going 5 to 10 miles per hour over the speed limit at all times.
Oh, 5 to 10 miles an hour? You're supposed to be in the right-hand lane.
For sure.
That's where the slow traffic is. So if you're going 5 to 10 miles over the speed limit on a Texas highway, you're probably going a little slow for most Texans. So we'll get into that in a few minutes. So Andy, which lane is the slow lane and which lane is the fast lane? How should we use them? What are the rules for these non-Texans?
So most people are taught in driving school that the left lane is the passing lane. But in the state of Texas, we use the left lane as the fast lane. The middle lane is the passing lane, and the right lane as the slow lane.
That's actually pretty true. Now, if you're in the fast lane and you're going that 5 to 10 miles over the limit, remember, that's really belongs over on the right-hand side. So stick to the slow lane or the middle lane. The left lane is for passing fast and staying fast. If you have people riding your bumper, just get out of the way and let them go past. The good news is we do drive fast, so we get where we're going pretty quickly. The bad news is we have to pay for pretty much every highway in North Texas.
No!
Yeah, so most highways except for Highway 75 that I know of are all toll roads. And with the toll tag, you do pay around 20 cents a mile on average. But if you want to be that person that doesn't need a toll tag, you're going to pay 70 cents a mile to drive on our tollways.
Yeah, and that was sold to us years ago that it was going to be for maintenance. And once those roads were complete, we would quit paying. It appears that we're never going to quit paying. So prepare yourself for the toll roads. Get a toll tag. While we're talking about the highways and driving fast, let's talk about being friendly on the roadways.
Yeah, so I think there's kind of just like a courtesy that you're supposed to know when driving on Texas highways. Enter the highway going the speed limit of the highway. Please don't enter going 40 miles per hour. You're going to cause a traffic jam. And then, whenever you merge or somebody does something nice for you, do a little wave.
Yeah.
Give them a little thank you.
Hi. Yeah, and not the one finger wave when people aren't so nice. Just ignore it, but give the nice little thank you when they let you merge, they let you over, they pull back and give you space on the road. Just be kind, be friendly. That's really our preference. And I'm seeing it more and more lately, and I'm not blaming you guys. However, we have a lot of people moving in from out of state, and we know that rules of the road are different across the country. And in Texas, the native Texans, we really were raised and taught to just be courteous on the roadways, wave, give a little smile. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the HOV lane. It seems like a good idea. What do you think?
I think it's a gimmick. I get stuck in it every single time. Unless you're using a GPS that tells you to get on the expressway, don't ever get on it. You'll never get off. You'll be 10 miles away from your exit. You'll be so far away that you have to turn all the way back around and go down the other HOV lane. So, I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, and that's the one that really we find on like 35, and it's that express lane. It is a great idea when you're going a long distance. If you're not really sure where your next exit is or how far you're going to be stuck in the express HOV, I agree. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay, mass transit system. Do we even have one?
What is that?
We do have it. There's a DART, there's some trams, there's some buses. Nobody really uses them. I would say if you commute to downtown Dallas every single day, you might find that it's useful to go to one of the commuter lots, jump on a train or a bus, but you're probably not going to use it for normal kind of day-to-day transportation. Would you agree?
Oh yeah, I would completely agree.
Yeah, we don't really get on any of the
I've never been on a train or a bus.
We don't get on the public transit for any reason. I know a lot of families do it if they're going to go down to Dallas for maybe a hockey game or maybe an event, at the American Airlines Center, a concert. So it might be worth checking it out, but personally, we've never done it. All right, guys, let's talk about honking your horn. Is it appropriate to honk your horn in traffic?
I don't know. I don't ever use my horn, and I think this is a sign of disrespect. So I think there's a time and place for honking maybe, but I'm not one to do it.
Yeah, I think mostly what you'll find here is if somebody's distracted first in line at a red light, right? They don't go when the light turns green, right? Just a little friendly honk to let them know, like, hey, the light's green, you can go. But laying on the horn, kind of that road rage thing. Texas is an open carry state.
Might want to be careful around there.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. People get mad. You can have this road rage incident that's really not worth it.
Why are you running?
Right? So just kind of being friendly on the road, being conscious of what's around you and what's going on. And I wouldn't use that horn very regularly.
Yeah, I agree. No horn.
Yeah. You know when I do use the horn? When people are new to Texas and they don't know you can turn right on red.
Oh, that's the worst. When we were in New Jersey, we figured out what
It's called a jug handle.
a jug handle was.
You go left to go right?
Ridiculous. So ridiculous. We just take a right here. You got to stop when it's red, obviously, but then you just kind of go.
So right on red. That's a rule here. That's pretty normal. And if you cannot go right on red, there will be a sign letting you know that you cannot go right on red at this particular light. Otherwise, guys, we're going to need you to tap those brakes, take a stop, and then a hard right turn on that red light so we can all keep moving. Because I mentioned we like to go fast.
So if you're from California, you may be familiar with a roundabout or a driving circle. Us Texans, we're new to the driving circle or the roundabout. So if you find us in a roundabout, just kind of give us a break. A lot of people don't understand that you can just enter a driving circle and you don't have to completely stop. Or exiting a driving circle, you don't have to completely stop exiting either. So if you're from California, New York, New Jersey with a roundabout, I know there's a very popular, kind of just take a deep breath, give us a break. We're learning. Yeah,
these really have only become probably the last 5 years on a more regular basis. So this is new to all Texas drivers. It's not something we're comfortable with, but I promise you we're working on it.
At least we go fast. So if you're familiar with a driving circle or a roundabout, leave us a comment. Let us know how to drive around a driving circle, Like I said, we're learning. So if you have any tips or tricks on how to get around a roundabout, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, drop those down there. We need all the tips we can get on that. And guys, subscribe, like the channel. We look forward to seeing you back here every week.